back on the decaf out there. Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. That's an amazingly enthusiastic and heartwarming welcome, and I appreciate it very much. I want to thank Peter and Judy Kovler for chairing the board and all that they do, and extend my deepest thanks to all of the advocates who've flown in from all across the country, about 650 strong, I'm told, and that is a very, very, very impressive turnout. So, congratulations back to you. I know that many of us have been personally touched by pancreatic cancer. Whether you've lost a family member or a friend to pancreatic cancer, caring for a loved one who has the disease, are currently undergoing treatment yourself, or are a pancreatic cancer survivor, we all can agree that this is a terrible disease. I became the lead Senate sponsor of the Pancreatic Cancer Research and Education Act because of my own personal experience with the disease. Like many of you, it began with a phone call. It was about 25 years ago. I remember a phone call from my mother, who told me that she had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. She was a very positive person, so it was not a very down phone call, but it didn't sound good. So I immediately made a second phone call to a friend of mine who was a doctor, and that's the one that I will never forget. Because I said to him, I just heard from my mom that she's been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. What's that? And there was a long, long pause. And then he said, Sheldon, I'm so sorry. And in those few words, I learned everything that I needed to know about this disease. That was in April of that year. My mom died in June of that year. As you know all too well, this is a cancer that can be extraordinarily dangerous and lethal. It's the fourth leading cause of cancer death, and we can do a lot more to improve the survival rate, which is a meager 6% over 5 years. The Pancreatic Cancer Research and Education Act would be a really important first step to finally having a national strategy to address pancreatic cancer. The bill would coordinate agency activities on pancreatic cancer and make recommendations to NIH on how to leverage its investments in pancreatic cancer research into new and more productive ways of exploring cures for this illness. These are simple but important steps to improve our understanding of the disease and to make progress towards effective treatments. And it is time for this bill to become law. We currently have 50 bipartisan co-sponsors on this bill. 10 more, and we're over the filibuster threshold in the Senate. A few more on the Health Committee, particularly on the Republican side, and we can get it rapidly out of the committee. But I want to thank all of you for getting us to this point. This did not happen by magic. This happened by you. I know how much work it's taken, the phone calls, the letters, the meetings, the advocacy, to get to those 50 co-sponsors. I know how dedicated the pancreatic cancer advocates are, because every year, without fail, I hear from our Rhode Islanders, several of whom are front and center today. You saw the Rhode Island sign being waved. That was really great. And we lost Peter Washburn this year, who had advocated with me before, but his wife Susan is here, and I wanted to recognize her and remember Peter. And the Busher sisters are just a powerhouse. So before you all leave to go to the Hill and meet with the senators and congressmen from your home states, let me just say how much I admire you and how grateful I am for the work that you are doing. I know that for many of you, what has brought you here has been a very painful life experience. And you have made a choice to take that painful life experience and turn it into championship and advocacy. For making that choice, I thank you very, very much. I'm with you in this battle, heart and soul, and I look forward to working with you to get this bill passed into law. Thank you very much.